Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. You are here with Miguel and this will be the 9th deck profile for the series. I'll be answering the question, how to combine DC deck building sets. I'll be following 3 key ideas: theme, availability, and consistency. For the theme of the deck, we're going to focus on the Legion of Superheroes and try to keep it a majority space theme. For availability, we're pulling from the original set, Heroes Unite, Forever Evil, Teen Titans, Rivals 1, Crisis 1 and 2, and Crossover Pack 1 and 3. For consistency, we'll keep the main deck at 110 so that we can see cards from the Legion of Superheroes crossover set more often. And now the deck profile. For heroes, we have 30. At 2 costs, we have a single copy of Dawnstar and doubles of Hawkgirl. Dawnstar has the effect Time Travel. Each player puts the top card of their deck into their discard pile. +1 power for each different card type discarded this way. Time Travel is our new keyword from this crossover pack. It means that you can play the card from the lineup at the cost of discarding a card from your hand and not being able to buy the time travel card used this way. Dawnstar especially will disrupt players without attacking in order to slow down their future turns. Hawkgirl will gain an additional +1 power for each hero in your discard pile. Her effect will increase so long as you keep collecting heroes. At 3 costs, we have a single copy of Dream Girl, doubles of Raven, Jericho, and Aqualad. Dream Girl has the effect Time Travel, +1 power. Look at the top 3 cards of the main deck. You may play any time travel card seen this way and then put them back on top in any order. This is a way to scout the main deck and rearrange it to your advantage. Raven is a +1 power and draw a card, which is useful to cycle through your deck quicker. Jericho is here to have access to the game text of oversized characters through his attack. This will make the time travel keyword more relevant. Aqualad is an ongoing card that can discard itself from play to put a card with cost 5 or less from your discard pile to the top of your deck. This delayed effect is a great way to put any cards that you used or discarded by other players' effects back on top of your deck. At cost 4, we have doubles of Sonic Siren, Hero of the Future, Stargirl, and Amanda Waller. Sonic Siren refreshes the lineup, helping to cycle out undesirable cards. Hero of the Future gains an additional +2 power for each defense card you play or have played and is regulated by the balanced number of defense cards in the main deck. Stargirl is a defense card that can draw a card and put a card with cost 1 or greater on the bottom of the main deck when defending. This will help players stack the main deck in order to not run out and lose the game. Amanda Waller can destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Then if it's a villain, you can gain plus power equal to the cost. If you choose not to, +2 power. This effect allows the card to be flexible and fit the need of the turn. At cost 5, we have a single copy of Starman, Crimson Whirlwind, Nightwing, Coriander, with doubles of Superboy and Saint Walker. Starman has the effect Time Travel. Add the top card of the main deck to the lineup, and then choose a cost, +1 power for each card in the lineup with that cost. This effect is a great way to pull out cards from the main deck in order to see more time travel cards. Crimson Whirlwind can turn your deck into your discard pile. He can pair well with cards like Hawkgirl that need certain card types in the discard pile. Nightwing can chain draw equipment cards if your deck is built correctly and can speed up the power ring win condition. Koriand'r and Superboy are here to support superpower builds. Saint Walker is here to increase MVP value as long as you have been collecting different heroes. At 6 cost, we have a single copy of Mon-El and Winged Warrior. Mon-El has the effect Time Travel, +2 power. Defense. You may reveal this card from your hand to avoid an attack. If you do, gain a time travel card from the lineup. This is a great reveal to defend card because it does not discard itself to gain a time travel card to fulfill its effect. Winged Warrior is here to support hero builds in gaining power. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner is here as an alternate win condition for the game by playing 3 different power rings with him, so you can instantly win the game. Apart from that, he can gain an additional +2 power for each different power ring in play and in your discard pile. At cost 8, we have a single copy of World's Mightiest Mortal. World's Mightiest Mortal can reveal and add up to 2 cards from the top of the main deck to the lineup, making it easier to scout for cards during your turn. For villains, we have 30 as well. At cost 2, we have a single copy of Computo, doubles of Deadshot, and Zookeeper. Computo has the effect Time Travel. Other cards you own and cards in the lineup have cost 5 instead this turn. This is a great way to lower some of the higher cost cards from the lineup that cost 6 or greater. Zookeeper is an ongoing defense card with the delay effect that can discard itself to avoid an attack. Deadshot is here as a disruption card with his attack to reveal the top card of each foe's deck and discard it if it's cost 1 or greater. At cost 3, we have doubles of the Penguin, Mr. Zsasz, and Jervis Tetch. The Penguin can draw 2 and then discard 2 cards. He works in conjunction with cards that need certain card types in the discard pile like Hawkgirl and Superboy. Mr. Zsasz is another form of disruption with his attack to reveal the top card of each foe's deck and gain a weakness if the cost is odd. Jervis Tetch can thin out your deck by destroying or discarding the top card of your deck and can work in conjunction with the Mind Control Hat to play all heroes and villains in the lineup. At cost 4, we have a single copy of Cosmic King with doubles of Clayface, Dr. Savannah, Killer Frost, Blight, and Phobia. Cosmic King has the effect Time Travel. If this is the first card you play this turn, draw cards until your hand has 5 cards in it, otherwise +2 power. This is a great way to replenish your hand when card effects make you discard cards from your hand. Clayface is here to copy the effects of any cards that you want to use again. This can be a proxy for having duplicate cards for crossover packs since they have a low card count. Dr. Savannah is here to support superpower builds. Killer Frost is here as an attack against location cards and can draw 1 if foes don't discard any. The Blight can destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Then if it's a superpower, you can gain plus power equal to its cost. If you choose not to, +2 power. This effect allows the card to be flexible and fit the need of the turn. Phobia is another disruption with her attack because she makes foes discard a card into any player's discard pile that did not avoid the attack or the attacker. This means that players can pile up a single card if need be. At cost 5, we have doubles of Red Lantern Corps and Mammoth. Red Lantern Corps is here to destroy any unnecessary cards in your hand. Mammoth is a great defense card because when you discard to defend, he can draw 2 cards first and then destroy a starter in your hand or discard pile. This means that you can wait to see if you draw a starter if you don't have one in your discard pile. At cost 6, we have a single copy of Universo, Jinx, and Inertia. Universo has the effect of time travel, attack. Each foe discards a time travel card. If you own this card, plus 3 power if any foes does not discard a card this way. This is a great way to attack the players from the lineup and try to get as many defenses in their hands in order to leave them open for attacks. Jinx is an attack card that can discard an ongoing card from each foe as a way to control the playing field. Inertia is a powerful draw engine because he is an ongoing card that allows you to discard a card from your hand and draw a card after. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Black Lantern Blue Beetle. Black Lantern Blue Beetle is here for defense hate. First, his own effect discards a defense card without being an attack. Then his own attack discards every defense card in each foe's hand, gaining valuable information of players who can't defend against incoming attacks. For equipment, we have 30 as well. At cost 2, we have doubles of Eskrima Sticks. Eskrima Sticks can put 1 card with cost 3 or less, that is equipment, from your discard pile into your hand. This is a great way to reuse cards like Detonator again. At cost 3, we have a single copy of Legion Flight Ring, and doubles of Helmet of Fate and Detonator. This Legion Flight Ring has the effect time travel. Put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. Defense. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards and then discard a card. This is a great card to use as to set the following turns that you may need specific cards you want to draw into. Helmet of Fate is a defense card that can help mulligan undesirable cards when you defend. Detonator is an ongoing card that with a delay effect to discard itself and destroy a card from your discard pile, allowing you to wait a turn or 2 where you have a card you want to destroy in your discard pile. At cost 4, we have a single copy of Lightning Rod and doubles of Skeets, Signature Trenchcoat, Secret Society Communicator, and Flight Wings. Lightning Rod has the effect time travel. You may destroy a card in your hand. If you do, put a card with equal or lesser cost from your discard pile into your hand. If you choose not to, plus 1 power. This effect will work best when you're trying to cycle through cards in your deck. For example, in the early game, discard a punch to time travel Lightning Rod. Then destroy another punch card in your hand. Then put the discarded punch back into your hand because it has an equal cost. Skeets supports hero builds as a defense card that can put heroes on top of their deck or into their hand when defending. Signature Trenchcoat is here to gain cards with cost 5 or less from the destroy pile, especially from cards like Amanda Waller, The Blight, Secret Society Communicator, and Super Intellect. Secret Society Communicator can destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Then if it's a hero, you can gain plus power equal to its cost. If you choose not to, plus 2 power. This effect allows the card to be flexible and fit the need of the turn. Flight Wings can put multiple cards on top of your deck that were bought or gained in the turn of playing itself. At cost 5, we have a single copy of Time Sphere, Magician's Corset, Green Lantern Power Ring, Yellow Lantern Power Ring, Red Lantern Power Ring, Blue Lantern Power Ring, Orange Lantern Power Ring, Star Sapphire Power Ring, and doubles of Cosmic Staff. Time Sphere has the effect Time Travel plus 2 power. Put each card in the lineup on the bottom of the main deck and then replace them. This is a great card to cycle through the main deck until you start seeing cards you want to buy. Magician's Corset increases in power according to how many players you choose at the cost of letting them draw a card. You can always choose just yourself for +1 power and draw a card. The power rings each have their own unique effect, but can increase in VP value depending on how many you have at the end of the game. For example, 1 victory point for 1 power ring, 4 VPs for 2 power rings, 9 VPs for 3 power rings. The power rings also meet a win condition if you play 3 of them with Kyle Rayner, so be sure to collect as many as you can. Cosmic Staff is a defense card which discards itself to avoid an attack and gains the bottom of the main deck. This works in conjunction with Stargirl because she can set up specific cards from the destroyed pile you want to gain with Cosmic Staff. At cost 6, we have doubles of Sign Cell. Sign Cell can help a player catch up in VPs if they have been collecting villains throughout the game. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Mind Control Hat. Mind Control Hat is a good draw 2 card because it has its own attack to make each foe discard a random card and can combo with Jervis Tetch to play each hero and villain from the lineup. At cost 8, we have a single copy of Power Armor. This is a good reveal to defend card because it can destroy multiple cards depending on the number of attacks that have been thrown against you. For superpowers, we have 15 of them so we can see the crossover packs more often. At 3 cost, we have Power of the Green at doubles. Power of the Green is here to put a location from your discard pile into play and have it be online by the turn of or your next turn. At 4 cost, we have a single copy of Electricity and doubles of Canary Cry, Super Intellect, and Geokinesis. Electricity has the effect Time Travel. Draw a card for each card with Time Travel, including this one you have played this turn. Canary Cry supports villain builds as a defense card that can put villains on top of their deck or into their hand when defending. Super Intellect can destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Then if it's an equipment, you can gain plus power equal to its cost. If you choose not to, +2 power. This effect allows the card to be flexible and fit the need of the turn. Geokinesis is another attack card against ongoing cards to make the chosen player discard theirs. At cost 5, we have a single copy of Telepathy and Girl Power. Telepathy has the effect Time Travel. If this is the first card you played during your turn, discard your hand and choose a foe. Play that foe's hand this turn and then return each card played this way to that foe's hand when it leaves play. Otherwise, +2 power. This is a way to catch up when other players have been curating their decks with powerful cards, but it also works as a double-edged sword because players can also pick you for this effect. Girl Power is here as another reveal to defend card based on how many punch cards you have. Having this card may want you to keep much of your punch cards from the early game. At cost 6, we have a single copy of Magnetism, Mystic Bolts, and World's Greatest Detective. Magnetism has the effect Time Travel. You may put any number of equipment with cost 4 or less from your discard pile into your hand. If you choose not to, +2 power. It is here to support low-cost equipment builds and is available to everyone when in the lineup. Mystic Bolts puts 2 cards with cost 5 or less and with different cost from your discard pile into your hand. This is a great effect because it allows you to grab any card type or the same card type just as long as both cards are different cost and cost 5 or less. World's Greatest Detective is our Reveal to Defend card that lets us gain +1 power and draw a card when played. At 7 cost, we have a single copy of Speed Force. This is one of our lucrative cards for the superpower card type because it is +2 power and draws 2 with no drawbacks. For locations, we have 5 so that we can see crossover pack cards more often. We have a single copy of New Genesis, Apocalypse, Gotham City, Metropolis, and Legion Headquarters. New Genesis, Apocalypse, Gotham City, and Metropolis are our staple engines that can help us draw a card if we reveal the correct card type, or we may discard it to help us with other effects. Legion Headquarters has the effect Time Travel, ongoing. The first time you play a time travel card, including this one, during each of your turns, draw a card. This location is a good time travel card because it has the effect of discarding 1 card and then drawing 1 available, and it's also available for each player. This is to help players cycle through their decks a lot quicker. The supervillains introduced in this crossover pack do not have a first appearance attack. Instead, they have a time travel attack, which allows players to consistently use the effects of these supervillains and have the game progress a lot quicker. Since the time travel effect is a lot easier to manage, this crossover set can be mixed with almost any base set. The crossover pack also introduced us to 6 oversized characters that can turn any time travel card, any card into a time travel card, depending if the first card you play is a card with the respective card type. And we also have 2 cards that interact with time travel cards. In closing, this is one way to combine the DC deck building sets. Remember, there's no single correct way to build the main deck. These videos are here to inspire ideas and start conversations. What would you change? Do you wish these crossover packs were expanded by having multiples of cards? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and all the YouTube things. I'll see you on the next one.